docile. Um, but Therizinosaurus used its claws for defense and eating plants. Like they grasp plants from higher up. Also, can you guys guess how many digits of fingers that they had on their hand? Actually, Samila. I'm sorry. I have a hard time reading spelling since I have autism, so please forgive me. But you were right. The first one who typed in 3, you were right. On each hand, the stood upright. They stood like us, but they did tilt slightly forward. But they just it was so unnoticeable. It's not even funny. If you're wondering what the resting position of the arms were, just you know how you do your T-Rex impression by putting the hands right by your chest and like making them go like a curve, like straight down and then like go straight out. That's how their hands were in the resting position, but they could rotate them and whatnot. Therizinosaurus was actually not too fast. They were actually one of the slowest dinosaurs. Or they couldn't run fast. So they mostly stood in positions for long periods of time. And keep in mind, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that Therizinosaurus is actually a very close cousin to T-Rex. Oh yeah, I should also mention that the family Therizinosauria changed when we found out that Therizinosaurus was an actual dinosaur, and we named the family Therizinosauria since the biggest one was actually the one that we found first, so we just kind of named it after the biggest one, which I kind of find stupid. But I feel like I'm making no sense. Basically all you really need to know, big fluffy chicken. But I should mention that the feathers on Therizinosaurus were actually very interesting and intricate, because they were more high-tech ones on the arms and legs. Also, I'm pretty sure you guys are wondering, did Therizinosaurus have a tail? We actually don't know, because you can't be wrong to say that it did have a tail, and you can't be wrong saying that it did not have a tail. But most people like to say that it had a tail that was mostly feathers. Like, there was like a big clump of bone that would have supported a tail fan. No, it had a puffy tail. No, which it's been assumed that they have like a small tail, but they have a big clump of bones that would have supported feathers, kind of like how Dinosaurus has. Which, man, I also should mention that Dinosaurus and Therizinosaurus shared territory together. I feel like I should have mentioned that. Also, if you guys want to learn a bit more, just type Killing Console and then go out to the camping area of Jump Academy, or just across the lake. It's like at a campsite or whatever. Or if you just want to sit and just talk, yeah, come on. But basically, Therizinosaurus was one of the weirdest dinosaurs, and the lineage of most Therizinosaurus were actually omnivores. Surprisingly, most of the Therizinosaurus were actually omnivores, and then later on, the more derived versions of them during the Cretaceous period, they actually became herbivorous. But That's not to say that Therizinosaurus could be an omnivore, but it's more likely than not that Therizinosaurus... Oh god. Dude, I'm talking about dinosaurs right now and everybody wants to listen, so please don't start talking. But Therizinosaurus was one of the more interesting dinosaurs.
Yes.
I think I said that over 50 times, I'm sorry. But, Therizinosaurus was a... I actually should type in the name... I'm gonna type in the name Therizinosaurus in chat so you can look a bit more about it. It's because I can't tell you everything here because it would take me like 2 hours to do it all. So, I'm sorry. So this is the name. Okay, so how do I make it go to everyone? Do I press, is it Y or U?
Yeah. What did you say?
That, just type that into YouTube and you should actually find way more information on it.
Yes, you can. Let's go.
Yeah, hold on, wait. Let's see if we can light this. I don't think we're gonna be able to light the fire, and I'm sorry. Perfect. Why are we trying so hard to light this thing? So, would you guys like to learn about Spinosaurus? Alright. Not Therizinosaurus, I mean Spinosaurus. God, I'm already invested into Therizinosaurus because I said it so many times, I'm sorry. Spinosaurus was the largest carnivorous dinosaur that we have ever found, or creature. Because Spinosaurus was actually was the weirdest one. It was discovered nearly 100 years ago. Medic, please take a seat. Thank you. Spinosaurus was actually discovered back a long time ago, back when all the dinosaurs were being discovered, like T-Rex, Triceratops. But Stromer described it as basically a weirder, just basically a T-Rex with a spine on its back. But the museum that was held at in Germany was bombed, and then Spinosaurus was forgotten about until the 1990, which then it was remodeled in posture, so it looks more like T-Rex's posture. Then a flurry of discoveries happened back in 2005, where we discovered the arms, more of the jaw, which we found out it was more designed for eating fish, and it had pressure points, so it could sense fish moving in the water.
Can I join you faster?
Yeah, just take a seat.
Okay,
I'll just sit by the Pyro.
Yeah.
Hey Pyro, can you sit in the middle right here?
Oh, thank you.
And then just do your taunt. There we go. So basically, Spinosaurus was very, very weird, and the arms were discovered, but it wasn't until how long ago was it? I think it was 5 years ago that we discovered that it walked on all fours. Sometimes could have been bipedal, and it could have walked on twos, but it was very rare, and it could have caused the creature to fall over. But it could have only used that to have hunted in lakes. we also found out that its feet were webbed. And, we discovered this back in 2014. I should have said that. And, it was also related to a few other dinosaurs, which I'm just gonna say the names of right now, because I only know 2 of them. Hold on, wait, let me look them up, sorry, I forgot the ones that they were related to. Hold on, wait, I'm just gonna do just a high five. But don't press G on this, please. But Spinosaurus was actually one of the more interesting, I am going the same route that I said with, Therizinosaurus, I'm sorry, but, basically, Spinosaurus was updated recently, so it had a big meaty hump on where the spine was. I know, that kind of takes away from the entire meaning of Spinosaurus, but, I mean, science does not care what you think. We are going to possibly
Why
change
is that, sir?
what?
Why the science doesn't care what we think? Because it's science.
I mean, well, here's the thing. These were creatures that were living and breathing before. If you wanted a rhino to have a larger, like, horn, you couldn't control that. Evolution took its course on that. So science does not care what you think. Also, Spinosaurus hunted a large fish that was like a sawfish. I don't remember the name of it. I think it was called Quantopriscus, if I am correct. It hunted that, and in the breeding seasons, it could have been wasteful. Like, very wasteful, to the point of, like, barely, like, eating only, like, the good parts of it, like, just, like, the flipper, and then just leave it. But, Spinosaurus was still interesting. But, Spinosaurus has been proposed that it had whiskers. Yeah, now, Spinosaurus was a but Spinosaurus has also been assumed that it spent most of its life in the water, and then most likely evolved into some sort of, like, whale-like reptile. But, the reason why this theory has been contradicted is because we have evidence of another Spinosaurid living during the Cretaceous period. Well, I mean, Spinosaurus did live in the Cretaceous period, it just... Okay, so how do I put this? During the Cretaceous period, there was 2 extinction events. A volcano erupted, destroying parts of the land like a dry up, and then the other part of the Cretaceous period had to end with a meteor hitting.
If we talk about space, I love space.
If you want to, we can actually talk about that. But
What space?
Have been not now.
Okay.
But Spinosaurus has been assumed to have had whiskers. Also, all Spinosaurids are actually closely related to Megalosauria. And I hope that makes sense. Hey. Do not make fun of my teaching ethics. Hear me? I slapped you. Alright, so...
It's not me, sir.
No, I slapped the blue guy.
Hey, you're talking about the smoke then, huh?
Alright, so you guys want to learn about space now, because we're going to do a vote. Go to this side if you want to learn about dinosaurs, so go to this side if you want to learn about space.
I don't understand.
Alright, so we're gonna learn about space. So black holes are one of the strange phenomenons. Every time, listen, For example, if you have a room and you fill it with laundry baskets, you're gonna keep filling that until nothing more can fit. If you try and fit anymore, you're going to get a black hole. Oh. I know it's a strange example, but I'm kind of bad with astrophysics, okay, so please forgive me.
It's actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
You fit in one thing, and then if you fit that thing so many times, it'll turn to a black hole.
Listen,
anything.
Basically, okay, imagine this. Okay, so you see back there, that room can fit a certain amount of things. That room over there. Once when you fill that room, you can't fit any more in it, right? But if you fit one more sock in there, you're going to get a black hole even though it can't fit anymore. If that makes any sense. But, sorry about that, I need to drink some water. Oh god, hold on.
Did you drown?
No, I needed to get a drink of water, but then I accidentally drank it all in one massive gulp, and then I hurt my throat.
Are you a teacher in real life?
No, but I wish I was. But I'm planning on being a paleontologist when I grow up.
Well, how old are you?
13.
Like a teen?
5.
13?
13. Yeah, 13.
Huh.
Hey, you want me to put this server in favorites so then I can come on every day and say a dinosaur thing?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Sure thing. That'd be cool. Shut up, jock!
What? EJ Gaming. Hey, EJ Gaming.
Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna.
Do pterodactyls fly?
Of course pterodactyls flew.
No, they glide.
No, they did not glide. What gives you that idea?
They didn't fly, but they did fly.
They glide. They don't fly.
They fly because
they
they're
fly.
Power Rangers.
Give me the idea why you think they glide.
They didn't fly, but they did try.
Listen, if you're thinking of pterosaurs that glide, none of them did. I'm pretty sure you're thinking of microraptors, because some of those glided. So, I think that's what you're thinking of. Are you thinking of microraptors? Because microraptors could glide.
Speak French?
Dinosaurs cannot speak.
That's irrelevant, bitch.
They could have screamed French, you never know.
Dude, we do know. Oh, listen.
What's the fact?
So dinosaurs cannot
Tell me the
roar.
facts.
Dinosaurs more or less actually make chirping noises and sometimes make loud screeching noises like a terror bird would.
You know they're birds.
Hold on. If you want to hear what actual, hold on, wait. You want to hear what Brontosaurus and other sauropods sounded like? Well, here you go.
Google?
I'm downloading the sound file, hold on.
Yeah, I'll do
He's
some-
downloading stuff for his education.
How do you know what they sound like?
That's what it's assumed that they sounded like.
That's a dinosaur movie.
That's not from Jurassic Park.
That's Jurassic World.
No, it's not.
Then it's you.
Why? Listen, why can't you take this seriously? Even though I got my own award at school for having the most dinosaur knowledge, no joke.
But you have a PhD in dinosaur history.
No, I don't. I said usually my school gives out these special awards for what
Yeah, your
you've done
school,
the
not-
best in, and I've done the best in dinosaur knowledge, and that's what they gave me.
Jurassic Park is from a school.
Please just stop making fun of what I do best at. How would you like it if I made fun of you if you've done something really good and you really like doing?
I've done that
I'm making
before.
fun of you.
I feel that right before.
I need to go now. I'm gonna go, just go and play a different game, but I'm sorry.
Oh, don't leave. Bye. Oh, bye anyway. Bye.
Don't worry, I'm gonna save the server. Hold on.
Nice meeting you.
We're just a bunch of heavily armed people with fancy.
Alright, I have to go now. See you guys.
Bye. I miss